downfield, and the receiver is wide open. Seconds left. Levin sees it. Downfield! Across the 20, to the 10, to the end zone. Touchdown, Blackhawk board.
Good afternoon and welcome to Fennimore High School. It's a gorgeous Friday afternoon for high school baseball. We have a featured matchup in the Southwest Wisconsin Activities League today as the second place team in the conference, the Fennimore Golden Eagles, square off against their rival, the Cuba City Cubans. My name is Tyler Dictanis. Welcome to our Friday broadcast of high school baseball on Driftless Sports Network. Fennimore comes into this game with a record of 12-7 overall. They are 8-3 in the Southwest Wisconsin Activities League. Cuba City with a record of 6-10, 3-8 in the SWAL. These two teams, not only are they familiar foes in the conference season, they are playoff rivals as well. These two teams squared off in the sectional round last year, both teams winning regional championships. Fennimore, of course, going to state a season ago, and Cuba City a state champion in 2022 and seemingly a perennial contender in the regional round in baseball over the past few seasons. The record may not reflect it right now, but throw the record books out when these two teams square off in high school baseball. Let's set up the starting lineups for both teams. Starting off with the Cuba City Cubans. Since they are the road team, they will lead things off. And leading off for the Cubans will be the left fielder, number 3, Cam Guler. Batting second, the catcher, number 12, Evan Curtis. Batting third, the center fielder, number 11, Frankie Welp. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 10, Mason Kirk. He's batting in place of the third baseman, number 4, Carter Burntgen. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 28, Braden Andrews. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 1, Dawson Graber. Batting seventh, the pitcher, number 2, Carson Collins. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 8, Riley Shepard. And rounding out the batting order for Cuba City, the second baseman, number 5, Parker Rogeman. Again, the batting order for the Cubans, Cam Guler, Evan Curtis, Frankie Welp, Mason Kirk, Braden Andrews, Dawson Graber, Carson Collins, Riley Shepard, and Parker Rogeman. That's the batting order for the Cuba City Cubans. Let's set up the batting order for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Their batting order, they'll be led off by the shortstop, number 3, Gianni Filardo. Batting second, the third baseman, number 8, Sean Yankee Fiedler. Batting third, the first baseman, number 23, Casey Drazen. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 14, Grant Biba. He's batting in place of the left fielder, number 21, Peyton Chappell. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 29, Corey Drazen. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 9, Jude Kinney. Batting seventh, the starting pitcher, number 22, Noah Needham. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 5, Ryder Zanchavitz. And running out the batting order for Fennimore, the catcher, number 27, Jack Scheckler. Again, the batting order for Fennimore, Filardo, Yankee Fiedler, Casey Drazen, Biba, Corey Drazen, Jude Kinney, Noah Needham, Ryder Zanchavitz, and Jack Scheckler. Those are the starting lineups for both teams as Coach Scheckler and Coach Graber meeting each other at home plate, talking with the home plate umpire. If you tuned into the game that we had on Tuesday, the wind made the game very, very interesting between Fennimore and Mineral Point. A weird game in the sense that Mineral Point jumped out to a 9-2 lead. Fennimore came back to take the lead 10-9, and Fennimore ultimately lost 25-12. So Fennimore they'd overcome a 7-run deficit and still lost by 13, due in part because of the wind. It is very windy here, not as windy as it was on Tuesday, but the wind will certainly be a factor. The wind seeming to blow from right to left as we see it from behind home plate. And the Fennimore defense looks to be set to take the field. It is youth day for the Fennimore baseball team. The youngins coming out to practice with the team ahead of first pitch. And speaking of the little ones, you may notice on the lower left corner of the screen, we have a QR code for a vertical raise fundraiser going on for the Fennimore Little League baseball program. Brought to you by Vertical Raise, helping local teams fundraise the right way. Fennimore Little League kicks off their fundraiser today. Be sure to support the kids and the program. If you're a coach or part of a local team that wants to learn more, contact Ryan Cushmall at 507-202-8644. Again, you can scan the QR code on the screen. It'll bring you right to the Fennimore Little League fundraiser, part of Vertical Raise, with Fennimore baseball alum Ryan Cushmall. Noah Needham warming up on the bump for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Noah Needham on the season has pitched 15 innings, has a 1-2 record. 11 walks, 14 strikeouts, an ERA of 7, and a whip of 1.67. And there were some late lineup changes, so I'm making sure I have the right defensive alignment for Fennimore here. I believe the new defensive alignment for Fennimore in the outfield from left to right, it's Peyton Chappell, Jude Kinney, and Ryder Zanchavitz. And then from third to first, Sean Yankee Fiedler, Gianni Filardo, Corey Drazen, and Casey Drazen. And Scheckler will be catching for the starting pitcher, Noah Needham. Fennimore in the maroon jerseys with white numbers. Eagles written across the chest in cursive print with white numbers. Maroon socks with the gold rings. Cuba City in the black jerseys with gray pants. Cuba City written across the chest in gold with gold numbers and some gold trim up and down each side of the uniform. Cam Guler set to lead things off for Cuba City. Has a batting average of .250 on the season, a .619 OPS, 8 RBIs, 14 strikeouts. The starting left fielder for the Cubans coming up to the plate. Guler steps in the box. Needham ready to deliver the first pitch. And it's in the dirt for ball one. The first pitch of today's game sponsored by the Frugal Floozies, bringing you the latest deals to save you money. One-0 pitch from Needham. Finds the strike zone. Catches the inner third to make the count 1-1 strike to the leadoff batter, Cam Guler. Evan Curtis on deck. He'll be followed up by Frankie Welp to lead things off for the Cubans. Solid contact made, and it's a liner, and it will find its way into left field. Just out of the reach of Sean Yankee Fiedler at third base. A leadoff single for Cam Guler. 1 on, nobody out in the top of the first inning. Good start for the Cubans. Starting catcher for Cuba City, number 12, Evan Curtis, has a .396 batting average, .891 OPS, 5 RBIs, and 5 strikeouts. And the first pitch is going to be a called strike. Cam Guler, the runner at first, takes a couple steps on the leadoff. And that pitch finds a strike zone to make the count 0-2. 0-2 pitch, foul to the backstop. We'll do it again. Needham with the delivery. Grounder bouncing off the mound. Throw to first is in time. A fielder's choice for the first out of the inning. Evan Curtis able to move Guler to second base. 1 on, 1 out. Runner in scoring position for the Cubans. And Frankie Welp will step up to the dish. Welp with a .426 batting average, a 1.107 OPS, has 10 RBIs and 11 strikeouts coming into this one. Edom checks the runner at second. The first pitch is low, gets away from Scheckler, and Guler will steal third. Cam Guler 90 feet away. Cuba City looking to strike early in inning number 1. Frankie Welp at the plate, Mason Kirk on deck, the designated hitter. The 1-0, low. Count is 2 balls, no strikes. Edom with the windup. Off speed, and that finds the strike zone to make the count 2-1. Two-one pitch. This one out of the reach of the shortstop, Gianni Filardo. Cam Guler will score, and it's an RBI single for Frankie Welp. Cuba City on the board. 1 on, 1 out. Cubans 1, Fennimore nothing. 1 run on 2 hits. Good start for the Cubans. Mason Kirk, the lefty, at the dish. Looks at the first pitch, high and away for ball 1. Mason Kirk batting .239 on the campaign, .633 OPS. And solid contact to center field. It's carrying, and it will hit the fence. 1 run, or excuse me, the runners will hold at first and second. Mason Kirk with a single, 3 hits for Cuba City on the inning. That was a great job in center field by Jude Kinney to prevent any more damage, able to throw it back to the infield and hold the runners put. Now number 28, Braden Andrews. .275 batting average, a .697 OPS. Edom checks the runner at second, deals the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Cuba City lost the first matchup in Cuba to Fennimore, 17-5. And this one ripped down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Frankie Welp rounding third. He will score, and it will be an RBI double for Andrews. Cuba City 2, Fennimore nothing. Runners at second and third. Solid start for Cuba City. Dawson Graber, the shortstop, wears number 1. Getting .250 on the season, a .612 OPS. And a defensive swing fouled off down the right field line. Count is 0-1. Graber has 6 RBIs coming into this one and has struck out 8 times on the season. Go on pitch. Sails high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out in the top of the first. Cuba City with a 2-run lead on the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Dustin Graber at the plate, Carson Collins on deck. And this one ripped down the left field line, and it will be caught on the run by Chappell. He will throw it back to the infield. That'll go down as a sacrifice fly for Dawson Graber. So Carson Collins, the starting pitcher for Cuba City, will step up to the dish. 1 on and 2 out. The runner at second is Braden Andrews. Cuba City leading 3-0, and this one hits a straightaway center field. That'll drop for a base hit. Andrews rounding third. The play at the plate, and the runner's safe. RBI single for Collins. Cuba City 4, Fennimore nothing. 1 on and 2 out. And now Jack Scheckler going to talk things over with the starting pitcher, Noah Needham, of the Golden Eagles. While they sort that out, tell you that our game is sponsored by .08. Big flavor, zero alcohol, nothing boring about it. Hit up Chelsea with .08 for your next event. Find her on Facebook and Instagram. And by the Frugal Floozies, helping you find the best deals on everything from fashion to everyday essentials. If you love saving money and still looking great, they've got you covered. Check them out on Facebook. And the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. So Riley Shepard, the right fielder for Cuba City. Shepard with a 200 batting average of 465 OPS. 1-0 pitch. This one grounded over to short. Florida with the play. Throw to first is in time for the out. Shepard is retired 6-3. But Cuba City, 4 runs. On 4 hits. No errors, 1 left on base. Excuse me, 4 runs on 5 hits. It's hard to read my own writing sometimes. But Cuba City out in front, 4-0. Midway through the first inning in our high school baseball broadcast on Driftless Sports Network. Our game today is sponsored by Pizza Ranch and Prairie du Chien, a family-friendly gathering spot that blends delicious, crave-worthy American comfort food with a heart for community. From savory creations like their famous chicken and classic sides to generous pizzas and seasonal specials, they serve meals that bring people together after the game, at team meals, and in celebrations. Whether you're feeling up for a doubleheader or gathering with teammates and fans, Pizza Ranch and Prairie du Chien is proud to be part of the memories made on and off the field. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. And by Wood Law Firm, serving you in Fennimore and Boscobel. And by Subs.com, fuel your fitness journey with a wide selection of products from a locally owned company. Visit their Fennimore, Dubuque, and Platteville locations and at Subs.com. Leading off for the Fennimore Golden Eagles, it'll be Gianni Filardo, followed by Sean Yankee Fiedler and Casey Drazen. Carson Collins, the starting pitcher for Cuba City. Collins on the season has pitched 30 innings, has a 1-2 record, 29 walks, 34 strikeouts, 3.27 ERA, and a whip of 2.13. The defensive alignment for the Cubans in the outfield from left to right, it's Cam Guler, Frankie Welp, and Riley Shepard. From third to first, Carter Burchin, Dawson Graber, Parker Rojamin, and Braden Andrews. Evan Curtis will be doing the catching duties for Carson Collins on the bump. Gianni Filardo, 245 batting average on the season, 778 OPS. Trying to respond as Fennimore down 4 runs heading into the bottom of the first inning, and the first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. One-0 pitch, solid contact made. It bounces off the mound, in and out of the glove of Graber, no throw, and it will be an infield single for Gianni Filardo. One on, nobody out. Sean Yankee Fiedler at the dish. 527 batting average, 1.499 OPS. First pitch from Collins is down and away for ball 1. One-0 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Runner takes off. And Filardo will steal second base uncontested. 2 balls, no strikes to Sean Yankee Fiedler. Casey Drazen on deck. Gianni Filardo standing at second base for the Golden Eagles. That one's low for ball 3. Collins needing to find the strike zone. Collins checks the runner at second, now deals. And that one's in the strike zone for a called strike one. Sean Yankee Fiedler has 19 RBIs coming into this game. Has a runner in scoring position with a 3-1 count. And fouls this one off, and it hits the back of his helmet. That makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sean Yankee Fiedler has also struck out 6 times and has stolen 21 bases heading into this game. The payoff. Down and away for ball 4. And runners at the corners as Falardo will steal third base on the wild pitch. And now, Casey Drazen. Has a .462 batting average, 1.387 OPS, 24 RBIs, 9 strikeouts, 7 stolen bases. Has Falardo at third and Sean Yankee Fiedler at first base. Check to swing, throw to second. Or it's going to go back to the pitcher and a stolen base for Sean Yankee Fiedler. 3 stolen bases for Fennimore in the bottom of the first, trailing 4-0. And Drazen powers this one, and it's through the glove of Dawson Graber, rolls its way into left field. 1 run comes in, another score, and it will be a 2-run double for Casey Drazen. Cuba City 4, Fennimore 2. 1 on, nobody out in the bottom of the first. Brings up Grant Biba, the designated hitter. And Biba fouls this one over the backstop. Grant Biba with a .415 batting average, a 1.046 OPS, 19 RBIs, 10 strikeouts, 10 stolen bases. The 0-1. Inside at eye level for ball 1. It is a very hot day here in Fennimore. It's in the 80s. Wild pitch and another stolen base for the Golden Eagles. That's their 4th of the inning. Casey Drazen now at third base. Grant Biba at the plate. Has a 2-1 count. Trying to cut the deficit down to 1. Pitch from Collins. That missed away. 3 balls, 1 strike to Grant Biba. Corey Drazen in the on-deck circle for the Golden Eagles. The 3-1. Solid contact made. Grounder over to third. Throw to first. It's high. Drazen will score. Grant Biba reaches on an error. So Biba standing at second base for the Golden Eagles. Corey Drazen at the plate. It's 4-3. Shootout early on here at Fennimore. Drazen looks at the first pitch, eye level for ball 1. Corey Drazen on the season, a .383 batting average, a .970 OPS. That one's in the dirt. Great stop by the catcher, Evan Curtis. Count goes to 2-0. Drazen also with 18 RBIs coming into this game, 4 strikeouts, 7 stolen bases. 2-0 pitch, down and away. 3 balls, no strikes. To Corey Drazen, Jude Kinney on deck for the Golden Eagles. Grant Biba, the runner at second base for Fennimore. The pitch, in there for a strike. Now it goes to 3-1. Pitch number 20 of the game coming up for Carson Collins. 3-1. And they're going to call a strike. Just clipped the outer third. Corey Drazen thought he was going to take his base. Umpire says no. Back to the plate with a full count. The 3-2. And that one's high for ball 4. So runners at first and second for the Golden Eagles with Jude Kinney coming up to the plate. 250 batting average, 667 OPS, 13 RBI, 8 strikeouts, 2 stolen bases on the campaign. Three runs on 2 hits so far for Fennimore, showing bunt. Throw to third, sliding, and the runner's safe. Grant Biba with a stolen base. Fennimore being uber aggressive along the base paths. It's a double steal with 2 runners in scoring position. Tying run at third, go-ahead run at second with nobody out. And the pitch count goes to 2-0. Inside for ball 3. Carson Collins has been falling behind the count. And most of the at-bats that he's seen so far, and looking to find the strike zone here with a 3-0 count. And that one finds the inner third for strike 1. Jude Kinney at the plate, Noah Needham on deck. Grant Biba the runner at third. Corey Drazen the runner at second. Swing and a miss, strike 2, count goes full. Carson Collins with pitch number 27 coming up. Cuba City still looking for its first out of the inning. And the pitch. In there for a called strike 3, rung him up. Jude Kinney strikes out looking. Out number 1. Brings up Noah Needham. Needham with a 196 batting average, 588 OPS, 7 RBI, 13 strikeouts, 1 stolen base. And the first pitch misses the strike zone for ball 1. Cuba City scored 4 runs on 5 hits in the top half of the inning. Fennimore with 3 runs on 2 hits. That one inside. Count goes to 2-1. Or 2-0, excuse me. 2-0 count with 1 out. Ryder Zanchavitz on deck. And that one gets away, but the runners will hold. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Cuba City 4, Fennimore 3. Competitive ball game as you would expect between these two swell rivals. The 3-0. And it's going to be high for ball 4. So now Fennimore has the bases loaded. Third walk issued by Carson Collins. Ryder Zanchavitz, starting right fielder with a 250 batting average, 601 OPS, 3 RBI, 11 strikeouts, and 10 stolen bases. Grant Biba the runner at third. Corey Drazen the runner at second. Noah Needham the runner at first. A potential double play could get Carson Collins out of this jam. He's thrown 30 pitches and has only recorded 1 out so far. First pitch, checked his swing, and it's in the strike zone for strike 1. And Jack Scheckler on deck, and if he comes to the plate, Fennimore would have batted through the order. And that finds the strike zone to make the count 0-2. Carson Collins getting ahead of the count. 0-2. Low for ball 1. 1-2, misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the first. A lot of scoring early on. Zanchevas trying to deliver with the bases loaded. Collins trying to get out of the jam. The 2-2. Low for ball 3. Count goes full. Collins in danger of walking in a run. Zanchevas swings and misses at strike 3. Second strikeout for Carson Collins, 2 away. Brings up Jack Scheckler, 167 batting average, 494 OPS, 7 RBI, 17 strikeouts. No stolen bases on his stat line coming into this one. The first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Carson Collins with pitch number 39 coming up. Still not through the first inning. The 1-0. That clips the lower third of the strike zone to make the count 1-1. One pitch. Fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And thankfully the youngins behind home plate, no damage. The 1-2. Low. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded for Jack Scheckler. Looks at that one, down and away. Count goes full, 3-2. Collins looking for a strikeout. Scheckler looking to deliver. Try to put the Golden Eagles ahead. It's low for ball 4. Run is walked in. Now Gianni Filardo will come up. We are tied at 4 in the bottom of the first inning. Filardo had a single to lead things off for Fennimore. Corey Drazen, the runner at third. Noah Needham, the runner at second. Or excuse me, Colby Leeser, the runner. Courtesy runner for Needham. And the first pitch is high and away for ball 1. Jack Scheckler, or excuse me, Sawyer Swadek, the runner at first. A couple courtesy runners on. The 1-0. This one grounded over to short. Graber with the play. Throw to first is in time. Filardo is retired. 6-3. And in that first inning, 4 runs. On 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 left on base. Through 1 inning, we are tied at 4 apiece. Cuba City 4, Fennimore 4, high school baseball on Driftless Sports Network. Our broadcast today proudly sponsored by Vertical Raise. Ryan Cushman works with teams all across the area like Dodgeville, Boscobel, and Lancaster to help raise money for equipment and program needs. Last season alone, Lancaster football raised over $15,000. If your team is looking for a better way to fundraise, reach out to Ryan Cushman at 507-202-8644. Again, the QR code on the lower left corner of the screen will take you to the fundraiser for the Fennimore Little League program that just launched today, part of Vertical Raise. We head to the top of the second inning. Parker Rogeman will lead things off, followed by Cam Guler and Evan Curtis, the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for the Cubans. Noah Needham still on the mound. Parker Rogeman has a 200 batting average, looks at the first pitch, and that's in the strike zone for a called strike one. The 0-1 swung on a miss for strike two. The 0-2 from Needham. And that one misses for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter in the top of the second inning. That one's in the dirt for ball two. Two balls, 2 strikes to Parker Rogeman. Pitch from Needham. This one popped up. And Scheckler, Needham, and Yankee Fiedler all playing I got it, no you got it. And the ball hits the turf. Count stays at 2-2. Parker Rogeman stays alive. Rogeman, the starting second baseman for Cuba City. 2-2 pitch. This one fouled to the backstop. And thankfully, no adjustments to the camera. I had to battle the camera on Tuesday against Mineral Point in that wild 25-12 finish. 2-2 pitch. Chopper over to the first base side. Drazen with the play, and he will tag first base unassisted, one away. Cam Guler 1 for 1. Had a single to lead things off for Cuba City in the first inning. Also, one of the runs scored. Looks at the first pitch. It's off speed inside for ball one. Solid contact made to left field. It's carrying and unable to make the catch is Chappell in left field. Quick throw back to the infield. Sliding into second base is Guler, and he will get a one-out double. Cam Guler in scoring position. We're tied at 4 apiece. Cuba City with the go-ahead run in scoring position. Evan Curtis hit into a fielder's choice in his first at-bat in inning number 1. The pitch inside, ball 1. Nearly off his glove. Pitch number 33 of the game coming up for Noah Needham. And that one finds the strike zone to make the count 1-1. Gust of wind blowing some of the dirt into my eyeballs, and I'm wearing glasses. 1-1. That one's in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second for Cuba City. Tie game at 4. Needham with the pitch. It's in the dirt and off the chest of Scheckler. And it'll be a stolen base for Cam Guler. Two balls, 2 strikes. Evan Curtis trying to deliver. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Noah Needham. First strikeout of the game for Needham. 2 away. Brings up Frankie Welp. Had an RBI single. Driving the first runs for Cuba City. And this one powered to right field. And a sliding catch. No good for Zanchevitz. Guler will score. And Welp will go to second base, but he is tagged out. So Frankie Welp has an RBI single, but is tagged out at second. But for Cuba City, they take the lead heading into the bottom of the second inning, leading 5-4, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, nobody left on base. Heading to the bottom of the second, Cuba City 5, Fennimore 4, high school baseball on DSN. Our game proudly sponsored by NG Coffee House, a cozy small town cafe where caffeine, cliffhangers, and community meet. Grab a latte, find a seat, and fall into your next great story at NG Coffee House in Bloomington. Casco Kids Zone invites you to see Lanco at the Kewaunee County Fair. The fair runs from July 9th through the 12th. For more information, go to Kewaunee.com. And my Pages and Parcels in Potosi. If you're looking for a great gift for your graduate this season, stop in and find something special for the graduate that matters most to you at Pages and Parcels in Potosi. Tyler Dutanis with you behind home plate on Driftless Sports Network. Glad you're with us for this Swall baseball matchup. Shootout early on, 5-4 the score. Cuba City in front. Cuba City scoring 4 runs in the first inning and then adding a run in the second. Fennimore scoring 4 runs on 2 hits. And left the bases loaded. Sean Fiedler, Casey Drazen, and Grant Biba are due up. Carson Collins threw 45 pitches. In inning number 1. So have to keep track of the pitch count, looking for a quick inning. Sean Fiedler was walked in his first at-bat and also stole a base. One of the 4 runs scored for Fennimore in that first inning. The first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Collins with the nod, the delivery, and this one chopped over to short, and it's through the legs of Dawson Graber. Kind of took a weird hop, bouncing over to him at short. We'll call that an infield single for Sean Fiedler. One on, nobody out. Once again, the leadoff batter for Fennimore reaches base. And an attempted steal, and the ball's out of the glove of Rojaman. And Sean Fiedler with another stolen base. Fennimore very aggressive along the base paths in this one. Pitch was called a strike, so an 0-1 count. So Casey Drazen had a 2-run double back in the first. Swings and misses to make the count 0-2. Grant Biba on deck. He reached on an error in his at-bat in the first. The 0-2 finds the strike zone for a called strike 3. Third strikeout for Carson Collins. 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the second. Cuba City leading 5-4. That one's down and away. Attempted steal, sliding into third, and the runner's going to be safe. Another stolen base for SJF. Tying run 90 feet away with 1 out. Bottom of the second. Good one so far here at Fennimore. Collins with the pitch. This one chopped back. And that's going to find its way into center field as Graber couldn't get to it in time. RBI single for Grant Biba. Fennimore 5, Cuba City 5. Corey Drazen was walked in his first at-bat in the first inning. First pitch, high for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Misses. Is that called a strike? Scoreboard says it's 1-1. Count is 2-0. And that one's a called strike. Collins painting the lower corner. Showing bunt. Sails high. Throw to second. And the runner's out. Grant Biba caught stealing for the second out. Count is 3 balls, 1 strike. Drazen steps out of the box for a brief moment. Carson Collins set to deliver. Here's the 3-1. Right down the middle for a called strike. Count is full, 3-2. Tied at 5 in the bottom of the second. Slowing away for ball 4. Just missed the lower corner. Corey Drazen's walked for the second time of the game. Now Jude Kinney struck out looking. Back in inning number 1. Solid contact made over to second base. Easy play made by Parker Rogeman. Just taking second base for the final out of the inning. Fennimore brings 1 run across on 2 hits. No errors, nobody left on base. We go to the 3rd. Cuba City 5, Fennimore 5, Swall Baseball on the Driftless Sports Network. Game today sponsored by .08. Big flavor, 0 alcohol, nothing boring about it. Hit up Chelsea with .08 for your next event. Find them on Facebook and Instagram. And by the Frugal Floozies, helping you find the best deals on everything from fashion to everyday essentials. If you love saving money and still looking great, they've got you covered. Check them out on Facebook. NG Coffee House is a cozy small town cafe where caffeine, cliffhangers, and community meet. Grab a latte and find a seat. And fall into your next great story at NG Coffee House in Bloomington. Mason Kirk, Braden Andrews, and Dawson Graber will be due up for the Cuba City Cubans to lead off the 3rd inning. Noah Needham finishing up his warm-up pitches. He's thrown 37 pitches to this point. 5 runs have come across. Now Mason Kirk had a single back in inning number 1 to lead things off for Cuba City. Designated hitter batting in place of the 3rd baseman, number 4, Carter Berntgen. First pitch. Solid contact made. Center field. And it will be caught by Jude Kinney. 1 pitch, 1 out. Braden Andrews had an RBI double back in inning number 1. He steps into the box. Pitch from Needham. Sails high and away for ball 1. The 1-0. This one, slow knuckler over to the 3rd base side. Quick throw by Yankee Fiedler. It's in time for the out. Very tough, 5-3 ground out. 3 pitches, 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Slowing down the scoring a little bit. Dawson Graber at the dish. had a sacrifice fly to bring in a run in his last at bat and fouls this one off. Count is 0-1. If Cuba City down for 5 runs on 7 hits. And the 0-1 pitch foul to the backstop. Fennimore have down for 5 runs on 4 hits. Austin Graber at the plate. If he reaches base, Carson Collins is on deck. The 0-2. Golf swing hit. Roller over to short. Throw to first. Is in time for the out. Great play by Gianni Filardo. Fly out, ground out, ground out. The Cubans go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Fast moving half inning. We're still tied at 5 heading into the bottom of the 3rd. Our game on DSN brought to you by Pages and Parcels in Potosi. Looking for a gift for your graduate? Stop in and find something special for your graduate at Pages and Parcels in Potosi. Pizza Ranch in Prairie du Chien is a family-friendly gathering spot that blends delicious, crave-worthy American comfort food with a heart for community. From savory creations like their famous chicken and classic sides to generous pizzas and seasonal specials, they serve meals that bring people together after the game, at team meals, and in celebrations. Whether you're feeling up for a doubleheader or gathering with teammates and fans, Pizza Ranch in Prairie du Chien is proud to be part of the memories made on and off the field. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Subs.com, fuel your fitness journey with a wide selection of products from a locally owned company. Visit their Fennimore, Dubuque, and Platteville locations and at subs.com. And by Wood Law Firm, serving you in Fennimore and Boscobel. Jude Kinney, Noah Needham, and Ryder Zanchavitz lead things off for the Golden Eagles in the bottom of the 3rd. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the order. Actually, excuse me, Noah Needham. Ryder Zanchavitz and Jack Scheckler, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. And the first pitch, chop foul. Down the third base side. Both teams scoring 4 runs in the first inning and 1 run in the second. Cuba City held scoreless in the top of the 3rd frame. This one popped up sky high. Look out to our left. And it's going to land on the track behind us. Count goes to 0-2. Noah Needham was walked in his first at-bat in inning number 1. Looking to help his own cause by reaching base. The 0-2. Golf swing, and it's going to be knocked foul. Just avoiding the camera. Camera that has 3 bungee cords securing it to the net. 0-2. And this one fouled off the leg of Needham. Pitch number 63 for Carson Collins coming up. The 0-2. And another foul ball. Noah Needham protecting the plate. Collins with the 0-2 delivery. Needham looks at that one, and it's inside for ball 1. One-two pitch ripped down the left field line. It drops for a base hit. Cam Guler recovers it, throws it back to the infield, and gets it back in time to hold Noah Needham at first base. It'll be a leadoff single for Noah Needham. One on, nobody out. Ryder Zanchavitz at the plate, looks at the first pitch, and the umpire calls strike. Zanchavitz struck out in his first at bat. Has Noah Needham at first base. Shows bunt. This one dropped right back. Carson Collins with the throw to first, and the sacrifice bunt moves the runner over. Running the bases for Fennimore is Colby Leeser. Running the bases for the pitcher, Noah Needham. Jack Scheckler at the plate. Walked in his last at bat, looks at the first pitch, and it's low for ball one. One on, one out in a tie game. Go ahead run at second base for Fennimore in the bottom of the third inning. One-0 pitch, low for ball two. Two balls, no strikes to Jack Scheckler. Colby Leeser, the runner at second. 2-0 pitch, inside. Or no, they're going to call it a strike. Scheckler tried to sell that it was inside. Umpire says no. Count is 2-1. That one's low for ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike to Jack Scheckler. Then we'll go back to the top of the order with Gianni Filardo. Colby Leeser seeing the Fennimore lineup second time through. Pitch number 73. That one's outside for ball 4. 2 runners on. Jack Scheckler walked for the second time of the game. Gianni Filardo 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the first inning and hit into a 6-3 ground out to end the first inning. Colby Leeser, the runner at second again. Gianni Filardo at the dish. Sean Yankee Fiedler on deck. 2 on and 1 out. Tie game at 5. The pitch, low. 1 ball, no strikes. Filardo looks at the 1-0 pitch. Umpire calls it a strike. Just clips the outer third. Carson Collins with the delivery. Filardo shows bunt. And the bat went across. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Filardo didn't get the bat back in time. 1-2, down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Fennimore looking for its first lead of the game. 2-2, sails high, count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Gianni Filardo. Payoff pitch. This one ripped down the right field line. And it will be caught by Riley Shepard. And the throw to first base for the double play. The 9-3 double play ends the inning. No runs on 1 hit. No errors. 1 left on base. We head to the top of the 4th. Cuba City 5, Fennimore 5. High school baseball on DSN. Brought to you by Vertical Rays And Fennimore alum Ryan Cushmal. Ryan played right here in Fennimore for baseball from 2001 to 2005 and now helps local programs raise money for their teams. He's launching the Fennimore Little League fundraiser starting today. You can scan the QR code in the lower left corner of the screen to donate. If you're looking to support your program, give Ryan a call at 507-202-8644. Again, that's Ryan Cushmal with Vertical Raise Milwaukee. Carson Collins will lead things off for Cuba City in the top of the fourth, followed by Riley Shepard and Parker Rogeman. Cubans went down in order in the third inning. Cubans with 4 runs on 7 hits. I think I said that right. 5 runs on 7 hits. Did I say 4? I meant 5. 5 runs on 7 hits. I'm just talking to myself, that's all. Carson Collins had an RBI single back in inning number 1. Noah Needham has thrown 43 pitches so far in the first 3 innings of work. Pitch number 44 fouled off. The 0-1 from Needham. Collins looks at that one, and it's going to be in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Carson Collins. The 0-2. Fouled to the backstop. Count stays at 0-2. And this one tap foul again. Collins protecting the plate. Just checking on Game Changer. Cuba City 5 runs on 7 hits with 4 errors. Fennimore 5 runs on 3 hits, no errors. The 0-2, Collins lifts this one over to short. Flardo will make the catch. Ball nearly squirted out of his glove, but 1 away. Brings up Riley Shepard, grounded out 6-3 in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Needham with the pitch. This one fouled to the backstop. Count goes to 0-1. Noah Needham threw 3 1/3 innings, has allowed 7 hits, 5 runs. 4 of those runs were earned, and has 1 strikeout. And this one a swinging strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Riley Shepard. Parker Rogeman on deck for Cuba City. The 0-2, checked his swing. Did he get it back? Yes, he did. Count goes to 1-2. This one fouled off. That one fouled off the ankle of Shepard. If it's off from this angle, that didn't look good. Certainly doesn't feel good. It's 1-2 to Shepard. Missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 4th inning. Two-two pitch in the dirt. Full count for Riley Shepard. Parker Rogeman on deck. And after Rogeman, we go back to the top of the order with Cam Guler. The payoff pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout for Noah Needham on the game. 2 away. Parker Rogeman grounded out to first in his last at bat. The lefty second baseman at the plate. And this one fouled over the backstop and over our heads out of play. Count goes to 0-1. On pitch, fouled to the backstop. No balls, 2 strikes. Noah Needham looking for another 1-2-3 inning. He's a strike away from getting that feat. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Ball gets away. And Scheckler trying to track it down. So it's going to be a strikeout, but Rogeman reaching on the pass ball. And Coach Scheckler of Fennimore wanting an explanation from the home plate umpire. I think Coach Scheckler trying to say that was a foul ball, but now the umpires are going to discuss. We'll hold off on how they're going to score this one. All right, so Rogeman is at first base. So it does go down as a strikeout, but Rogeman reaches on the drop third strike. And the first pitch fouled off for strike 1. Cam Guller, very productive day so far at the plate. Had a single in the first inning, a double in the second. Trying to keep the momentum going for Cuba City. In a tie 5-5 ball game, and this one hit to left field. Peyton Chappell. No, it's going to be the center fielder, Jude Kinney, coming in to make the play. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base for Cuba City in the top half of the 4th inning. Cuba City 5, Fennimore 5, Swall Baseball on the Driftless Sports Network. Glad you're with us from Fennimore High School. Our game today is sponsored by .08. Big flavor, 0 alcohol, and nothing boring about it. Hit up Chelsea with .08 for your next event. Find .08 on Facebook and Instagram. By the Frugal Floozies, helping you find the best deals on everything from fashion to everyday essentials. If you love saving money and still looking great, they've got you covered. Check them out on Facebook. Carson Collins still on the mound for Cuba City. He's thrown 78 pitches so far in the game. Collins, through 3 innings of work, has allowed 3 hits, 5 runs. Only 1 of those runs were earned. 6 walks, 3 strikeouts. Sean Yankee Fiedler, Casey Drazen, and Grant Biba will lead things off for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Both teams scoring 4 runs in the first inning and scoring 1 run in the second. Got a scoreless inning and a half heading into the bottom of the 4th. Sean Yankee Fiedler was walked in the first inning and singled in the second. And Collins set to wind up. First pitch, high for ball 1. One-oh pitch. In there for a called strike. And that one's down and away to make the count 2-1. Collins with the delivery. And that one missed. Makes the count 3-1. Collins trying to paint the corner. A 3-1. That one's in the dirt for ball 4. Leadoff walk for Fennimore. Shanyaki Fiedler back on base. Second time he's been walked in the game. Brings up Casey Drazen. Had the 2-run double in the first inning. Struck out in the second. He's 1 for 2. Got to pay attention to the pitch count for Carson Collins. He's at 85 pitches coming up here. And this one hits a straightaway center field. Frankie Welp trying to chase it down, and that will hit the snow fence in the outfield. Shanyaki Fiedler rounding third, sprinting to home plate, and he will score. And Fennimore has its first lead of the game. RBI double for Casey Drazen. Fennimore goes in front, 6-5 in the bottom of the fourth. 1 on, nobody out. Grant Biba at the dish, looks at the first pitch, eye level for ball 1. The 1-0. In the dirt, ball gets away. Drazen will steal third. Count is 2 balls, no strikes to Grant Biba. Corey Drazen on deck. Fennimore just taking the lead, courtesy of the RBI double from Casey Drazen. Here's the pitch. That one sails high. 3-0 on the command. Starting to fade for Carson Collins. Biba shows bunt, pulls it back. Umpire says it's a strike. The 3-1. High for ball 4. Puts runners at the corners for Cuba City. Second walk of the inning issued by Carson Collins, and now Corey Drazen. He's been walked 2 times in the game. Corey Drazen at the plate. Casey Drazen, the runner at third. Grant Biba, the runner at first. Looks at the first pitch, and it's going to be a called strike. The 0-1. Solid contact made, and it's going to roll down the left field line. 1 run comes in. Biba wave to third. He'll hold up at third base, and it will be an RBI double for Corey Drazen. And Coach Steve Graber, I believe he's going to make a pitching change as Fennimore has now taken the lead 7-5 in the bottom of the 4th inning. New line score, Fennimore 7 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Cuba City 5 runs on 7 hits with 4 errors. Pitch count is 92 for Carson Collins. And we'll see if a change is going to be made. With Jude Kinney coming up to the plate. Kinney is 0 for 2. Jude Kinney struck out once. And it looks like we will have a pitching change for the Cubans. It'll be Carter Berengen, 23 2/3 innings pitch, has a 3-2 record, 25 walks, 19 strikeouts, 6.21 ERA, and a 2.24 WHIP. Carson Collins will move over to shortstop, and Dawson Graber will now play at third. So that's the change into the defensive alignment for the Cuba City Cubans. In this inning, 2 runs on 2 hits. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. While Carter warms up, game sponsored by Wood Law Firm in Fennimore and Boscobel. And by Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stoko, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Warm-up pitches for Carter Barrington's over. Jude Kinney coming up to the plate. Kinney again 0 for 2. Had a strikeout in the first inning. Grant Biba the runner at third. Corey Drazen the runner at second. And the first pitch is going to be grounded to left field. 1 run comes in. Ball gets away from the left fielder, Cam Guler. Another run comes in for Fennimore. And the Golden Eagles have now taken a 9-5 lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the first pitch swung on and missed by Noah Needham. The 0-1 pitch sails high to make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 fouled over the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jude Kinney had the 2-run double to push the lead 9-5. He's standing at second base. Needham swings and misses at the 3rd strike. First strikeout for Carter Barrington. Brings up Ryder Zanchavitz. Take it to Steve Prestigard for the softball update. Galena 5, Pearl City nothing. DeSoto over Kickapoo in softball 14-4. First pitch is a ball to Zanchavitz. Had a strikeout in the first inning and a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd. Officially 0 for 1 on the game. And this one hit to straightaway center field. It's going to be caught on the run by Frankie Welp. Throw back to second base, and the runner's out. Just your usual 8-6 double play. In the bottom of the 4th, 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We head to the top of the 5th. Fennimore 9, Cuba City 5, high school baseball on the Driftless Sports Network. Is brought to you by NG Coffee House, a cozy small-town cafe where caffeine, cliffhangers, and community meet. Grab a latte, find a seat, and follow your next great story at NG Coffee House in Bloomington. Casco Kid Zone invites you to see Lanco at the Kewaunee County Fair. The fair runs July 9th through the 12th. For more details, go to Kewaunee.com. Pizza Ranch in Prairie du Chien is a family-friendly gathering spot that blends delicious, crave-worthy American comfort food with a heart for community. From savory creations like their famous chicken and classic sides to generous pizzas and seasonal specials, they serve meals that bring people together after the game, at team meals, and in celebrations. Whether you're feeling up for a doubleheader or gathering with teammates and fans, Pizza Ranch in Prairie du Chien is proud to be part of the memories made on and off the field. The final pitching stats for Carson Collins before being relieved by Barrington. Collins pitched 3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 9 runs. 4 of those runs were earned, 8 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Noah Needham back on the mound. He's thrown 60 pitches so far in 4 innings of work, has allowed 7 hits, 5 runs. 4 of those runs were earned, and 3 strikeouts. Evan Curtis will lead off for Cuba City, followed by Frankie Welp and Mason Kirk, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. This will be the 3rd time through the batting order for Noah Needham, and this one lifted to right field. And Zanchavitz making the basket catch on the run for the first out of the inning. Fly out to right field for the first out of the inning. Frankie Welp. Pair of back-to-back RBI singles in the first and second innings, respectively. First pitch, knuckled off, and will be caught at first base by Casey Drazen. Two pitches, 2 outs. 2 away in the top of the 5th. Mason Kirk, the lefty designated hitter. 1 for 2 on the day, had a single in the first inning, flew out to center field. In his last at bat in the 3rd, the first pitch misses the strike zone for ball 1. One-0 pitch, sails high and away for ball 2. If Kirk reaches base, Braden Andrews on deck. 2-0 pitch. Knuckled off, and trying to make the barehanded catch was Needham. The scoop at short, throw to first is in time for the out. Great reaction at short by Filardo. 6-3 ground out. 3 up and 3 down for Cuba City in the top of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Fennimore still in front, 9-5. We head to the bottom of the 5th in our high school baseball broadcast on DSN. Subs.com, fuel your fitness journey with a wide selection of products from a locally owned company. Visit their Fennimore, Dubuque, and Platteville locations and Subs.com. Pages and Parcels in Potosi. Looking for a gift for your graduate? Check out what Pages and Parcels has. They have the perfect gift to find something special for your graduate at Pages and Parcels in Potosi. Tyler Ducanis with you behind home plate here at Fennimore High School on a hot and windy day in Fennimore. Not nearly as windy as it was Tuesday during that quagmire of a game between Fennimore and Mineral Point. Final score in that one was 25-12. A lot of scoring in this one, but much more controlled by comparison to what we had on Tuesday night. Fennimore up 9-5. Fennimore scored 4 runs in the first inning, 1 run in the second, and 4 more in the 4th. The line score reads right now: Fennimore 9 runs on 6 hits with no errors. Cuba City 5 runs on 7 hits with 5 errors. Jack Scheckler coming up to the plate. Scheckler was walked in both of his at-bats. First pitch to Scheckler, low for ball one. Barrington with the 1-0. It's tight inside for ball two. Jack Scheckler followed by Gianni Filardo and Sean Yankee Fiedler, the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for Fennimore. The 2-0's inside. Scheckler had to bounce away from that one. 3 balls, no strikes. (3-0). Finds the inner third of the strike zone to make the count 3-1. One pitch. Scheckler looks that one away for ball four. Jack Scheckler is walked for the 3rd time of the game. Brings up Gianni Filardo. Had him down for a single and a 6-3 groundout in the first inning, and then hit into a 9-3 double play. Flew out to right field, and then Scheckler was tagged out at first to end the inning. And this will be bunted down the third base side, and it's going to roll foul. Filardo jogs his way back to the plate. Scheckler goes back to first. Sawyer Swadek now running the bases for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Sawyer Swadek has 3 stolen bases coming into this game. And the 0-1 popped up, shallow right field, and it will be caught on the run by Riley Shepard. One away. Brings up Sean Yankee Fiedler. Have him down as 1 for 1. Was walked in the 1st and 4th innings, had a single in the 2nd. First pitch is a strike, and the 0-1 pitch is fouled to the backside to make the count 0-2. Sawyer Swadek, the runner at first base for Fennimore. 1 on, 1 out. Fennimore with a 9-5 lead. The nod, the delivery, and a drop bunt. Back to Barrington at the mound, and the throw to first is in time for the out. A fielder's choice. Advances the runner to second. Runner in scoring position for Fennimore, leading 9-5. Brings up Casey Drazen. Drazen's 2 for 3, had a 2-run double in the first inning, struck out in the 2nd, had an RBI double in the 4th. First pitch, way high for ball 1. The 1-0, fouled over the backstop. One ball, one strike to Casey Drazen. Drazen swings and misses at strike 2. Swung ahead of it. Graham Beebe in the on-deck circle for Fennimore. Drazen trying to extend the inning at the plate. The 1-2, low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This will be grounded over to third base. Tough play throw to first. And the runner's going to be safe. Runners at the corners with 2 out. That brings up Grant Biba. Casey Drazen credited with a single. Drazen stealing second base, and the throw is away, and stealing home is going to be Sawyer Swadek. The double steal executed perfectly by Fennimore. Eagles now up 10-5. Another runner in scoring position on the stolen base. By Casey Drazen. Grant Biba looks at the pitch. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out and 1 on. Fennimore leading by 5. 1-1 pitch popped up. Foul territory along the first base side, and it's going to hit the turf. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. This one popped up. And will be caught in center field by Frankie Welp for the final out of the inning. Fennimore brings one across on 1 hit. No errors. And 1 left on base. We go to the 6th. Fennimore leading Cuba City 10-5 high school baseball on the Driftless Sports Network. Noah Needham still on the mound for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Throwing 65 pitches so far. Needham through 5 innings of work, 7 hits allowed, 5 runs. 4 of those runs were earned, no walks and 3 strikeouts. That'll be Braden Andrews, Dawson Graber, and Carson Collins leading things off for the Cuba City Cubans in the top of the 6th, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the order. Braden Andrews had an RBI double in the first and then grounded out 5-3 in the third. The updated line score, Fennimore 10 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Cuba City 5 runs on 7 hits with 5 errors. Here comes Braden Andrews. Cuba City held scoreless the last 3 innings. They scored 4 in the first inning and 1 in the second. And this one chopped over to third base. Sean Yankee Fiedler running throw, and the runner's out. One pitch, 1 out. In the top of the 6th, brings up Dawson Graber. Graber had a sacrifice fly in the first inning that scored a run, and then grounded out 6-3. And the first pitch fouled over the backstop to make the count 0-1. That went down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dawson Graber, Carson Collins on deck. And the count goes full, 3-2. Three-two, solid contact. And that will drop for a base hit right in front of Jude Kinney. Dawson Graber with a single with a full count and 1 out. Now Coach Brent Scheckler going to call his infield in, and looks like we'll have a pitching change. So Noah Needham finishes his day on the mound for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Pitched 5 1/3 innings. Allowed 8 hits, 5 runs. 4 of those runs were earned and had 3 strikeouts. And now it'll be Gianni Filardo on the mound for Fennimore. Filardo pitching on the season, pitched 17 2/3 innings, has a 1-1 record with 2 saves. 7 walks, 20 strikeouts, an ERA of 3.96, and a whip of 1.76. And we'll see what the new alignment looks like for Fennimore. As Filardo moves from short to the pitcher's spot. Final score in baseball, Riverdale over Boscobel, 2-1. Another matchup in the Swall. Other games in the Swall happening today. Mineral Point is at Darlington, and Iowa Grande is at Southwestern. See if there's any other updates in Game Changer we can tell you about. Mineral Point leading Darlington 13-2. And the first pitch is away for ball 1. Filardo's second pitch finds the strike zone to make the count 1-1 strike. Dawson Graber, the runner at first base for Cuba City. We'll set up the defensive alignment for Fennimore now that that's updated. This one powered into center field, and it's going to be Jude Kinney making the catch. Throw back to first. Holds Graber there. 2 away. In the outfield for Fennimore, from left to right, Peyton Chappell, Jude Kinney, and Rowan Kinney. Then from third to first, Zanchevitz, Sean Yankee Fiedler, Corey Drazen, Casey Drazen. Scheckler still catching. This one grounded to short through the glove of SJF. And another 2-out single for Cuba City. Two on and 2 out for the Cubans. Trying to dig out of a 10-5 deficit. As Filardo ready to deal the first pitch to Rogeman, and the pitch gets away. Oh, it hit him. So a hit by pitch. puts Rogeman at first. Dawson Graber at third. Riley Shepard at second. Bases loaded. Cam Guler back at the plate. And Guler slaps this one in right field, and it will be caught by Rowan Kinney in Cuba City. Leaves the bases loaded. No runs. 2 hits. No errors. And 3 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Fennimore leading Cuba City 10-5 in small baseball on Driftless Sports Network. College softball update. Loris defeats Trine 2-0. Loris will play Trine tomorrow for the regional title. Mineral Point on top of Darlington in baseball, 13-3. Belmont softball in front of Pecatonica, 14-1. Judah Albany in front of Highland in softball, 9-3. Seneca leading Wazeeka Steuben, 10-5. And that's all the updates that I see right now across our area. Carter Barrington on the mound. That will bring up Corey Drazen, Jude Kinney, and Noah Needham. For the Fennimore Golden Eagles in the bottom of the 6th. Fennimore with a 10-5 lead. Pitch number 26 coming up, or pitch number 27, excuse me, and that pitch is low for ball 1. Barrington on the mound in 2 innings of work has allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. 1-0 pitch misses the strike zone to make the count 2-0. Corey Drazen walked in the first inning, walked in the second inning, had an RBI double in the 4th. He's 1 for 1. 2-1 pitch finds the lower part of the strike zone to make the count 2-1. Two-one pitch, slapped into right field. And Shepard will make the play. One out in the bottom of the 6th, and that brings up Jude Kinney. Jude Kinney 1 for 3 on the game. Struck out in the first inning. Had an RBI double in the 4th. That one sails high and away for ball 1. One-0 pitch. And a knuckler, and it'll be caught by Barrington at first base. Two up, 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. And that brings up Rowan Kinney. Rowan Kinney's first at bat of the game, has a .333 batting average, a .773 OPS, and fouls the first pitch over the backstop. Rowan Kinney also on the season, 3 RBI, 4 strikeouts, no stolen bases. A 1 pitch. Misses upstairs for ball 1. One pitch. And it's going to be off the chest of Dawson Graber at third base. Looks like he took that one off the shoulder. Brent Scheckler, the head coach of Fennimore going to check on him, and looks like Graber's going to stay in the game. They're going to rule that a single for Rowan Kinney. And pinch hitting for Fennimore is Colby Leeser batting in place of Ryder Zanchavitz. Pitch is low for ball one. One on, two out, bottom of the sixth. Fennimore with a 10-5 lead. And the 1-0 pitch misses upstairs for ball two. Pitch. That one misses high and inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Colby Leeser. And it's going to be a 4-pitch walk. Jack Scheckler going to take off his catcher's gear and step up to the plate. Scheckler has been walked in all 3 plate appearances in the first, third, and fifth innings. And if he keeps the momentum going, we'll go back to the top of the order with Gianni Filardo. And Scheckler hits this one down the right field line. And that drops for a base hit. And Rowan Kinney scores, and sliding home is Colby Leeser. 2 runs come in on the single by Jack Scheckler. Kind of a miscommunication out in right field. But Fennimore stretches the lead, 12-5. Brings up Gianni Filardo. First pitch, inside for ball one. Sawyer Swadek running the bases for Scheckler at first. 1-0 pitch misses outside for ball two. Barrington checks the runner at first, and the 2-0 pitch is low for ball three. Barrington with pitch number 44 of the game coming up. The 3-0. And this one hit right back to Barrington, and unable to make the play is Fischler at second base. And a single for Gianni Filardo extends the inning for Fennimore. Two on, two out. Bottom of the sixth. 2 runs have already come across for Fennimore in the inning. Sean Yankee Fiedler back at the plate. And that pitch finds the strike zone for strike one. Sean Yankee Fiedler has reached base 3 times. A 1 pitch misses high and away for ball one. One down and away for ball two. Sawyer Swadek the runner at second, Filardo the runner at first for Fennimore. Sean Yankee Fiedler at the plate. Casey Drazen on deck. High and inside for ball 3. Barrington a ball away from loading the bases, trying to find the strike zone on the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count goes full. Three-two, ball 4. Bases loaded for the Golden Eagles. Sean Yankee Fiedler walked for the 3rd time in the game. Brings up Casey Drazen. He's 3 for 4 on the game. Tally his stats in just a moment. The first pitch. And this one ripped over to short, and it's through the glove of Carson Collins. 1 run comes in. Another run will come across. And it's a 2-run single for Casey Drazen. Fennimore leads at 14-5. This one grounded over to third, and a tag out by Dawson Graber will end the inning. Grant Beeba's retired on the ground out. Fennimore bats through the order in the bottom of the 6th inning. 4 runs come across. On 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Last chance for the Cuba City Cubans in the top of the 7th. Fennimore leading 14-5. And our high school baseball broadcast on Driftless Sports Network. Thanks again to all of our sponsors who help us bring this game to you, including the Frugal Floozies, Vertical Rays, and Ryan Cushmall. .08. NG Coffee House, Casco Kids Zone, Pages and Parcels in Potosi, Pizza Ranch at Prairie du Chien, Grant Regional Health Center, Sups.com, and Wood Law Firm. Updated line score. Fennimore 14 runs on 11 hits with no errors. Cuba City 5 runs on 9 hits with 5 errors. Pitching change for Fennimore. It'll be Ryder Zanchavitz on the bump. Gianni Filardo pitched 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit. After Noah Needham pitched 5 in the 3rd innings, allowed 8 hits, 5 runs. 4 of those runs were earned with 3 strikeouts. Leading candidate for player of the game is Casey Drazen. 5 RBIs on the game on 4 hits. Very productive day at the plate. And due up for Cuba City is Evan Curtis, followed by Frankie Welp and Mason Kirk. Cuba City scored 4 runs in the 1st inning, 1 run in the 2nd, and have been held scoreless since. Evan Curtis is 0 for 3 on the game. First pitch, in there for a strike. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Tried to chase that one low. No balls, 2 strikes. Evan Curtis steps out of the box, now back in. The 0-2, that's low for ball 1. The new defensive alignment for Fennimore, Chappell, Kinney, and Kinney from left to right. This one chopped over the head of Zanchavitz. Throw to first, and runner's going to be safe. As Corey Drazen couldn't get it to Casey Drazen in time. Casey had to jump for it. And they're going to rule that an error on Corey Drazen. First pitch fouled off, count is 0-1. Zanchavitz with the delivery, and this one fouled off on the third base side. No balls, 2 strikes. Frankie Welp at the plate, 2 for 3. RBI single in the first inning, RBI single in the second. Popped out to first back in the 5th inning. And the 0-2 pitch is going to be a ball. And that one's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. From third to first for Fennimore, it's Sean Yankee Fiedler, Gianni Filardo, Drazen, and Drazen. 2-2. Chopper over to Filardo at short. Throw to second for the first out. Throw to first is in time. Double play. 6-4-3. Cuba City down to its last out. Mason Kirk trying to keep the game alive for the Cubans. Had a single in the first inning, flew out to center field in the third. And grounded out 6-3 in the 5th. First pitch is a strike. The 0-1. This one lifted and out of the reach of Gianni Filardo at short. Loop single for Mason Kirk. Keeps the game alive for Cuba City. One on, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Cuba City down by 9. Down to its last out. Braden Andrews at the plate. Had an RBI double in the first. And a pair of 5-3 groundouts in the 3rd and 6th innings. And this one will find its way to the turf as it was out of the reach of the glove of Drazen at second base. Seen some crazy stuff happen in baseball, especially here in Fennimore. But Cuba City with 2 runners on with 2 out. Mason Kirk, the runner at second. Andrews, the runner at first. Graber at the plate. And that one's inside. Graber pointing to his foot saying it hit him. Umpire says no, it's ball 1. And this one fouled off down the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second. Dawson Graber at the plate, Carson Collins on deck. Zanchavitz with the nod. And this will be chopped back to Zanchavitz. Quick throw to first in time, and that'll do it. Fennimore wins it over Cuba City 14-5. Final box score. Fennimore 14 runs on 11 hits with 1 error. Cuba City 5 runs on 11 hits with 5 errors. Fennimore improves to 13-7 and 9-3 in the Swall. Cuba City drops to 6-11, 3-9 in the Southwest Wisconsin Activities League. Our player of the game is number 23, Casey Drazen. Drazen, 4 hits, 5 RBIs to lead the way for Fennimore in the scorer's box. Fennimore, your winner, 14-5 over Cuba City in high school baseball on this Friday night from Fennimore High School. That'll do it for our broadcast here tonight. Not sure what the schedule looks like for early next week for DSN, if we'll have a game or not, but check out DSN on Facebook. Also follow me on TikTok. We'll have updated schedule of what we have coming up next week. Early part of the week, we anticipate having at least one baseball game, and then we turn our attention to the softball postseason. That comes up Thursday. We'll have a bunch of coverage there on Queen Bee Radio. Thanks to Jim Prohaska and the entire staff here at Fennimore High School for being gracious hosts as always. Thanks to Brent Scheckler and Steve Graver for the stats and information to tell you about the story of both teams here today. Thanks to all of our sponsors who help us bring sports to you, and thank you for watching along. This has been High School Baseball on the Driftless Sports Network. From Fennimore High School, I'm Tyler Dictanis. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you for more baseball and softball next week.